Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? All right, hands up.
Oh no, they don't know.
Hands up.
They don't know.
Oh my God, how's it going, everybody? It is Thursday. God, okay, yeah, I'm at that weird point with my work schedule that I don't even know what day it really is anymore. So yeah, it is Thursday. We are here for Wolfbite Live. As you can see, we have peoples all over the place. This is like the biggest panel I think we've had on this show ever. So cool stuff. And so yeah, we got okay, Tim, you're gonna have to help me with this again because I keep forgetting the name of your guys' show. I just know like Modified Tuna Tits or something.
Modified
It was, but it's Modified Liberty, Eye of the Storm.
There you go.
Wait, is that the final title? That
That
like
is the
no
final title. That'll
That
be
is
no
the
changes anymore?
no. I like
Because the last time I heard
give it a week.
Yeah,
Give it a
true.
week.
Because the last time I've heard it's modified tuna tits with Liberty. Like, what?
No,
the fuck?
no, it was modified Liberty inside,
no
tuna.
Modified Liberty with tuna inside was what it
the
was.
tuna inside, and then he thought that was too sexual, so he changed it. And
Dude, that's content, man.
No,
No.
tuna was getting.
I'm
trying to get my
way
OnlyFans up,
messages.
bro. You gotta give me help.
Yeah.
Tuna was getting all kinds of messages and stuff. I didn't want to start a rift between him.
I'm just gonna be dry humping a tuna fish. Like, come on, I need the money. Like,
We're gonna get you on
Dude, we gotta
Pete's
get you one
level.
of those mechanical singing bass.
Yo.
I have the thumbnail.
I swear to God, if one shows up at my house, I'm gonna be bullshit.
I have the thumbnail.
Barry the Bass or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Barry the Bass.
Yeah, that's what it was called. Oh man.
Chuck the bass.
Alrighty, so
Hey, Chris, next week you want to start with that the thumbnail that I found for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Here's the thing. Are you let's be straightforward. Are you bullying our pet fish here? Because it seems that you
I'm only
guys
bullying
need an
half the
aquarium.
tunas here. Tuna's pulling WWD. I'm bullying our half.
the
You
Saturday
really want
half.
two of me? I can barely handle one.
Nah,
I can barely
Jesus,
handle one.
alright.
You really want two of me?
We can only bear one single emu, and now you have two emu tamers. So good luck.
Good
Anyway,
luck. Eat
Take it away, clown.
Let's just jump into some of what I've been vaping. Oh my God. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm gonna let our guest go first here. Take it away, Mr. Tim.
All right. What I'm vaping on, I found my original first RDA I ever bought. I found my Twisted Message Squared, and I'm vaping the Toffee Custard by Bottled Violence in that. Got this. I picked up a retro vape last week at one of the local shops, the Griffin Tank, and I'm on the Tesla. Oh, by the way, that's on the clutch. They didn't notice. My old Tesla, which was my second mod I ever had, and then I got Georgie in that, and I only have 3 setups, believe it or not. And then I got to HC Cigar VT250 with the Profile Unity on top because the Profile Unity is a really good flavor tester, and I'm testing some Mitch's juice, the blackberry lemonade.
Wait a minute. It's Hogarth.
Hogarth
Oh,
yogurt.
good alert. And you gotta say it correctly. What's the flavor profile on Georgie?
Georgie is it's supposed to be a sundae, fudge sundae, but I get the fudge more than anything in that particular RDA, but in other ones you get more of the creaminess in the peanut.
Okay.
But it's such a good chocolate vape.
I'll wait for Tuna to say it properly then.
Okay.
Hogarth, kid.
Yeah, he can do it.
He can do it.
Okay, pass it on, Tim.
And pass it off. How about Mo? Because he's sitting back too comfy.
Oh fuck.
Maybe.
You
I'm
let
in
him
the
get
Hey,
process-
comfy.
swearing on this channel, bro.
I'm in the
trying to
process
get
of moving,
monetized.
so I've only got one setup. That's the Baby Nest with the Destiny RTA with an unmatching drip top tip, and I've got Breezestone coils and that triple 28 aliens, and loving it. And in the liquid I'm using is Juice and Junk Red versus DIY. I buy it by the liter. I love it. It's a blueberry jam donut.
Nice. Who are you gonna pass it off to,
I'll
Mo?
pass out. I'll pass that on to off to Tuna. Darn Tuna tits.
Tuna
Tuna tits.
Okay, I have the Vape Flies Galaxy on the Notion with some vanilla custard.
See, that's how we say it, clown.
Custard.
Custard. I've got the Vert with the Ohana and the Platinum Balls Drip Tip by Jess Marie DHD. And in that, I have some Mexa Treats.
I still need to figure out the name for that. I don't know.
I'm trying not to smash this bottle. Like it's like
I've already
almost
gone
half
through
gone.
2.
Yeah. Oh, like I'm just like trying so hard not to smash this bottle. It's not even funny. I have the Clutch with the Apocalypse.
That's nice.
I have some caramel custard. And then I have the Grima with the Ardent on top. And then that, I have some vanilla custard. And that's it for today.
All of the custard.
I'm packing
I
light.
can't do it.
So, I'm just gonna throw a stick on the ground, and Frank and Clown can fight.
Hey, I'm laying off the stick. I'm not fighting my sticks.
Wait, you said you're laying on the stick?
No, I'm not fighting on any sticks. Sorry.
Literal butt puppet. All right, what do you got, Frank?
I got the Vert and the TM24 Pro, and that I have the last bit of the last. No, this is not the last bottle actually. Of the fountain blast off. Also, it was Wednesday yesterday, but we do the show on Thursdays now. So, in honor of Mark, Warlock Hammer with a thing on top of it, and then
Is that brown
in
or black?
That's the gunmetal.
Oh, okay.
The mod is gunmetal, but the RDA is black. Yeah.
Okay.
It just
that
looks
I
kind of
have-
brown from this angle for some reason. I see what Tuna meant.
Hey man, I know I'm Asian, but don't be racist, clown.
You're yellow. What are you talking about?
Sure. In that I have Savage Marcellus.
It's okay. I'm brown. You're yellow. And that's how that works, apparently.
Puta madre, hijo de puta. No.
That was actually really good.
It just one time in Clown's head, you know he's actually saying those words to me right now. And then lastly, I have the dot mod AAO, and then in that I have All Day Vapor Suave. You always think that he's saying curse words in Spanish when he's shipping to me something. That's where you know. Hijo de puta madre.
I know.
Gotta go to
That's
shipping department.
about
And
it.
community strikes.
And community strikes again.
Even though we cuss on this show all the time.
Hey, gringo. What up?
Oh, so I'm not allowed to swear on this show. I'll
Yeah.
behave then.
I was
No,
joking.
yeah.
We were joking, man. We know
You
you're
do what you
Australian.
We,
Don't
Hey,
do
I didn't see the
demonetization.
I didn't see the N word, Tim.
Nickel?
and we're done. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being on the stream for the last time.
Did you use a hard ER or?
No, it starts with an A
Eeyore.
and ends with an A.
So it's not
Not
Okay.
Oh my god.
He's
He
from
means Nocturna, don't you?
I was going to say
Ted
the
Turner.
Narnian, but I didn't say it. So I
Narnian.
said Australian.
Narnia.
We can control it.
My,
Well, now the show's gone to
my
shit.
hometown.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Narnier. Alrighty. Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Now I feel like I'm gonna have like a full on I Love Lucy moment. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go with the Kelpie. Now I got the double barrel right there. And in that I got Ben from Rescued.
Ben's a good boy.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Then I got the solo with the straight zero. Ooh, look at that. Actually focused. And in that, I got caramel custard.
Custard.
And
That's how
then
you say that, man.
then I got the armor engine, the armor engine on top of the Luna. And in that, I got Georgie. Alrighty, I'm gonna just stop right there because if not, we'll be here all day. Because I could pull off what's his name?
Sounds like Tim. Yeah, sounds like Tim.
Yeah, he's over there
Only got
counting.
19 vapes on the next to my computer. That's all.
Oh yeah, I always set aside for all the live streams what I'm gonna like actually say I'm vaping on, but yeah, there's like a whole thing of crap over here.
And he sets aside that one that really irks me.
Da, 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 da.
You said it. I wasn't gonna do it, but you said it, so you know you like it. Alrighty, so what? Let me see. I forgot what was our schedule looking like here. Where are we at? All right. You wanted to do
Ignore
some
Ocean Man again.
some Ocean Man? You want to do some Ocean Man? All right.
Sorry.
Let's just jump into some news and advocacy here for a second.
So for the news and advocacy section, I mean, I talked to one of our guests and see if they want to like discuss anything about the show or on the show with us, because I mean, we love our guests. So that being said, before we discuss about vape advocacy, I'll just need to touch on shout outs in chat. So we have Chris Storm, aka Tuna, an advocate for liberty. Vaping Chaos Drama, what up, dude? Mitch Hogat, the creator of Hogat's Yogurt. And we got Tolmac, Alan, what's up? And Modi, what's up? Red, well, how you doing, brother? Ruff McGruff, what's going on, man? Chris Lopez, yes, I haven't had a haircut for months.
It's
Lady
okay.
Liberty,
Like right now, not having a haircut is normal.
True. Lady Liberty, what up? Erwin Kopecki, hi, how are you, brother? The Long Road Ohm, thanks for tuning in. What's up? And we also have Lightbearer, yo, Vape Fam, what's up, man? And Red, what's up? Daytime Frag, thanks for having me on again last week. That's really an awesome show to do.
Awesome guy right
And-
there.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna not want to use TFAs if you hop on that show.
Oh,
Promise.
TFA, fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Anyway,
TFA.
so take it away, Modi.
Well, I thought I'd talk a little bit about Australian advocacy. So recently, pretty scary news, but it turned out to be not too bad for me and most Australians. Basically, during the COVID-19 crisis, the health department contacted the Therapeutic Goods Administration without any media releases and said they want to enforce the grey areas of being able to import nicotine into Australia. So now it was technically a grey area, but now it's illegal to import nicotine without a prescription. I've gone to my doctor. I've talked to him I've said it helps me, a lot of ways, and I can't quit any other way. I've tried it, and he wrote me a prescription. He did a bit of research. I used the Australian Tobacco Harm Reduction Association, which is a great resource for Australian vapors, and your GP's writing the prescription. It gives a lot of info and stuff. But yeah, that's basically what's been happening in Australia. There are the Liberal Democrats in Australia, which is a major party in Australia, is fighting the fight for vapors. So at least that's good. They're in Parliament. Aaron Stonehouse is fighting for our right to vape and wants sensible regulation for vaping. But yeah, that's all I really have for advocacy.
Yeah, like I didn't research on the topic, but I heard this like news like couple of weeks ago, or not weeks, but a week ago, let's say. So during this pandemic, they're actually like really getting into research, and this is why like I think everyone, not everyone, but like some countries are turning into like nicotine prescriptions nowadays, is because they're learning to like experiment with nicotine and the pandemic that we're in. So like for me, I think like way before, I think that we kind of like not really cut off on discuss discussing most of the advocacy stuff. Before that, we discussed that some some countries in EU were experimenting or saying that a nicotine vaccine for this pandemic would be happening, and they were exploring treatments for it. So in my
France,
mind, I
right?
was like, okay, like this was something new, but like some countries are learning to also adapt to it. So we'll see where it goes, like about the nicotine treatments, to be honest.
There's one thing I want to message because I don't want to put across. Sorry.
Hmm.
There there has been a lot of positive advocacy in Australia. The Royal the Australasian College of GPs have recommend vaping if you can't quit in any other method. The Australasian College of Physicians and also the Australasian College of Psychiatry and Psychology has also recommended that. So
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be all doom and gloom, so I thought I'd mention that.
Yep. And true, like the long road said, nicotine has far more many applications, not just for smokers. So it's really true like that. So yeah.
It helps me with my headaches. I get pressure headaches, and if I vape a little nicotine, that's how I started using the 3 milligram instead of always. I was down to zeros,
Mm.
but the 3 milligram actually helps me like this time of year with all the pressure changes constantly.
Yep.
It helps me with my headaches. That's why I vape a 3 instead of 0.
True. So that being said, like again, like there's a lot of applications for nicotine. It's not just like the patches or anything that helps you for smoke. Helps, by the way, because one way or another, right? We've already like actually tried the patches and didn't work for us, so that is why we're doing this. It's harm reduction, and also like that being said, like again, if this is for the betterment of everyone, like why not? Like no one wants to be stuck in this pandemic anymore, and they I think like for some people it's day 70 for their quarantine already. So like good luck with that.
Yeah, but to play devil's advocate, using nicotine therapy to help with corona and
Yep,
or
that's true.
COVID-19, sorry. Do you think it's okay giving people that don't have a nicotine dependency just by the chance that it might help with COVID-19?
No.
That's a slippery slope, Mo.
Yeah.
It could create an addiction that isn't there. I mean, no one's gonna. You shouldn't. I advocate for vaping.
I'm all for nicotine and the rights for people
harm
to use
reduction. It
nicotine,
is a
but
harm
I
reduction.
think if you're not addicted to nicotine, you shouldn't start using it.
Right, and a lower dosage isn't probably going to help as much anyway. If you went to if you gave someone a low dose, it's probably not going to make that much of a difference. So you'd have to give them a dosage that could potentially cause an addiction. So unless it's necessary.
Sorry to play devil's advocate, Frank.
Yep.
Well,
No,
I mean,
but-
with that being said, like, I know a lot of us picked up smoking and we got addicted and all that, and it's more of a habitual thing. But like with nicotine, like say in vaping or just in its more pure form, they have done those studies where it's as addictive as coffee. So at that point, like, how long would it take for it to actually become fully addictive? You know?
That's
It takes at least 3 to 5 days for you to get addicted to something. So
Right.
Mm.
But in order to be effective for the virus.
Yeah,
I would eat it
I
for a
was
week.
hearing stuff coming out of France that they wanted to trial like nicotine patches on staff members in hospitals and stuff like that.
I believe they did.
So maybe, yeah, that's a valid point, Clown. Like, maybe it won't be as addictive when you're not smoking a cigarette. That's very true.
Yep.
Because I mean, even like with the addiction to cigarettes, yes, the nicotine plays a part of it, but there is so many more chemicals in there that you kind of grow accustomed to.
Ultimately, I think it should be a personal choice.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
want the harm reduction possibility of nicotine? I think it should be available.
I think it should be available for everyone.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't, because take a look at this, because for me, I mean, I always say I'm a human first, harm reduction is second, and vapor third, right? So, I mean, I didn't always say that. I just, kind of like took it from Logan because he has broken taste buds anyway, so I could take it anytime I want. But like that being said, it's always like the thing where we forget that if it's available for everyone, then a lot more people would be helped. Who doesn't want to help everyone, right?
Who's gonna? I mean, how many people that are kind of shy about it? Because the vape community, they're shy already. To go and get a prescription to start from somebody that's already kind of like feels shamed because they smoke, they don't want to tell their doctor that, for starters, which is they're afraid their doctor's gonna look at them funny.
See, here's the thing too, like, and you gotta put it like this way, like, there's one thing is like we could use it for this, and after this we'll move to another like segment. So yeah, but so at least I give Clown a heads up for the bumpers. I don't just like take it away, Clown.
Take it away, Clown.
But that being said, like, dude, like Lightbearer said, vaping has not only helped me with quitting smoking, it also helps with my ADHD. Lady Liberty, she said, vaping also helped me, or is helping me currently with my sugar cravings, as I have diabetes and it keeps lowering my A1C levels, right? So, like, for us, we only see this as one way for a harm reduction, but it also helps us with other stuff. ADHD.
Another example is it can help recovering addicts stay off drugs as well.
Yeah, M-Turk's a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you guys have ever heard M-Turk's life story, like, holy fucking shit, like, it's insane that he's still alive. Like, seriously.
Yeah, we started actually on zeros because we weren't smoking currently. We started on zeros for the carb cravings, all the sweets, and honestly, it's made a huge difference in our life. And her taste buds are broken as well. Hogarth's Yogurts has this hog, this passion fruit orange guava.
Who
there is cinnamon.
Oh, get yogurts, kid.
There's no cinnamon in it. Okay, and
that being said, take it away, Clown.
His wife has broken taste buds. Alrighty, let's just do a little quick ad break. Professionalism. Alrighty, so yeah, guys, we want to thank our beautiful sponsors here. First up, we got Steel Valley Vapors. If you guys haven't tried them out yet, go give them a look. They got the Bottled Violence line. Honestly, the toffee custard, I've been trying really, really hard to not just destroy the bottle. Alex, I have a bottle of it somewhere, and it's virtually gone. And it's just one of those things. They have really good ones. Georgie is actually a really extremely good peanut butter. Like, as far as peanut butter vapes go, I don't like them. They're very intolerable to me, and I am enjoying the living hell out of it. And
Pete's the peanut butter one.
Pete's the peanut butter one? I don't know. I taste peanut butter in this one.
Georgie's got a little hint of peanut butter, but it's more like a fudge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could taste the peanut butter in it. But still, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Then next we have Rescued. If you guys haven't given them a shot, go give them a shot. They have an amazing, they do more on the fruit spectrum. You could get some strawberry kiwi, and you could try to find out if it does have or if it doesn't have marshmallow. Just go ask Logan Exhales. If you know fruits aren't really necessarily your thing, go check out the Mica line. They have the peppermint the vanilla peppermint and the snickerdoodle cookie. Which again, if you don't know anything about
What's a
snickerdoodle
snickerdoodle?
cookies, yeah, go check
What's a
out Fucking Out with Batman's video on
I
that
don't
one.
even know what a
It is the
snickerdoodle
best
is.
snickerdoodle I've
Oh,
tried.
it's such
What's
a
a
dude.
snickerdoodle?
I demolished the bottle I had.
Yeah, I
like
know,
it
right?
went away so fast. Alrighty, so that was the little ad break, and yeah, go check them out. Rescuedeliquid.com. Is that the website? And then steelvalleyvapors.com.
Yep. What?
Like, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, go check them out. And I know if you go to like either one of their sites, you could also pick up a bunch of other goodies. They have on Rescued, they have lethal coils. They have for British Eye only coils. If you go over to Steel Valley Vapors, you can get some Breeze Tone coils. So you could even pick up some extra
Hey.
goodies on there. Yeah, dude, them Steez Browns coils. Free plug for those guys. Alrighty,
Hell yeah.
so yeah, let's jump into some. Oh, look at that, for British Eyes only, right there. All right, let's just jump into some full of tangents here.
Okay, so I mean, we already have the heaviest edited person in Wolfbite's history on the show before, and we have like new people in the house. So that being said, I want to touch on a little bit on the modified Liberty Eye of the Storm. Like, how did it happen, and how did you guys came about?
And that would be Mo and I. We just got together one night and decided we wanted to do something. Originally, it was going to start toward advocacy, because we're on opposite sides of the world, give a real broad spectrum point of view from different areas, you know, kind of make it more interesting. Because we talk all the time anyway, why not just spread what we already knew?
Now,
And me and Tim were quite positive people. We like to bring the community up for the most part, and we thought maybe have good news about stuff and just bring it light. And then later on, really thought about it and thought, well, we need to address mental health, because maybe that's the reason why the world's not so positive, is people are getting brought down or whatever. So that's basically me and Tim started that, and we thought we'd get Tuna involved.
Yeah, it's not just the Liberty part of it wasn't just for vape. I purposely set it up that way without vape in the name, because it's any liberty that we're getting stepped on is the purpose of the channel.
Hell
Right
yeah.
now, obviously vape was under attack, so that was the primary goal. But then especially now that the lockdowns and such, mental advocacy is necessary. You got to get that out there, the information out there. That's bringing a lot of people down in and out of the vape community. So it's open to anyone in the chats.
So, like, that being said, like, what was the format of the show? Like, how do you guys do it, and how
We're
do you
still
guys
working on a
decide?
balance between the regular vape advocacy and the mental health aspect of it. It's more right now because it's needed. We're focused more on mental health. But we try, if there's anything new in the vape community, like if someone's got anything going on, especially if you have something going on, hit me up on Twitter or get in our chats and let us know that there's something going on in your state. Because sometimes even Kasan and the company and VTA don't always catch everything. And just try and get that news out there so that we can try and save vape in areas where it can go south.
I think we're pretty flexible. We're trying to create a channel where people can come and, you know, enjoy the content, but also be helped from it. Yeah.
Interaction. I mean, the show can go completely sideways. If someone has something they need to talk about in chat, is in crisis or something, either talk to us in chat or message us directly, and I'm sure any one of the three of us will figure out how to help you or find someone who can.
Because I mean, let's be honest for like quite some topics, okay? Because and this is how I personally feel for it. Now, again, just a brief disclaimer: the statement is not on top of the show, just mine, I guess. But yeah, essentially, for us as well, everything's like not centered around vaping, but we also try to discuss. Let's say, for example, okay, like what came about with your show, or what's about the recent happenings, or in May, and especially this May, because let's be honest, it's one of the most important times to also discuss this, but not just because it's the awareness month or the mental health awareness month rather, but it's more about, okay, like sometimes you get too much vapey topics that you get to not be a human anymore. Like there's no like self awareness, if I may say about that, that there's a lot more things that's going on, right?
Well, you don't want to shut yourself out, especially when you go into mental health thing. I mean, if we did completely vape content only, if someone needs help, they're not going to come check our channel out.
No.
And I want to keep it open for that reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to do something different, but still have that familiar feel to it. So like, yeah, we wanted to create something just a little bit different, but still have that familiarity that people could come and enjoy it still, you know, but maybe talk about some serious stuff or try and bring people up, you know?
Yep. And if you don't mind, I do want to plug somebody a little tiny bit because they were an inspiration for the mental health advocacy. The vaping,
That's right.
Yeah, they because of what they were able to accomplish, made us think that, you know, there's not enough of this going around. It's just not. It was such an eye opener to what's needed right now.
See, here's one thing about doing a show about mental health. It's not just relevant for the vapors.
Nope.
Like everyone in one way or another needs to know about this. Not because they have it, or if they have it, let's say for example. But let's say if you have a family member dealing with that, and if you have like, let's say, not just a family member but a dear friend of yours dealing with that, then it's two sides of the story too. Like you can be the one dealing with it, and you can also be the one that's wanting to help another person. So that's really like a good
It's like
part of the show.
Like Gruff had been saying, hey, if you're gonna hold out your hand, hold it out to help someone up, and that type of thing, and bringing out, you know, like I've been saying, you know firsthand that I reach out to everybody in the community and beyond if someone needs help, because
You do?
sometimes you do, yeah. Sometimes
I'm kidding.
you can save someone's life by just reaching out and saying, hey, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a while. And especially if you know that person deals with depression. But right now, people that aren't normally depressed or anxious are having it. They could be suicidal. They could be on the verge of a rampage. You don't know. But reach out and reach to them. At least they know someone cares. Even if they don't want to talk to you, just the fact they know you're there might be enough.
The thing is, right, obviously we're isolated at the moment. And isolation is the worst thing for mental health. I've found personally, anyway. And being involved in communities and stuff, even if it's just online, is quite helpful, you know. And I think even like normal people are struggling being isolated because, you know, like, you isolate yourself and you get into a habit where you're not, because humans are social creatures, and if you're isolated, you know, it affects people mentally mostly. I mean, you get the occasions with like introverts, really introverted people that maybe that's not the case, but most people need that social interaction.
And the physical aspects of it as well.
Yeah.
People aren't getting out as much. A lot of people are staying in, not even getting the exercise usually get, which is good for mental health as well. People that aren't normally affected are being affected right now. and that's what the channel's for, is to try and help everyone. Like I said, and as far as liberties go, if someone brings something up in chat, we might change it completely off topic, away from everything we got, to talk about a specific liberty that's being challenged. Even if it's not popular to us, it matters to someone if they're bringing it up, and that's what matters.
Yep. And that's how it comes in about with almost every show, and that's why I think we invited you on the show. I think we're I think I wasn't sure enough. No, I'm kidding. But the reason why we invited you on the show too is we see something. We like different things. We see something different in you, and we'd usually like people to let other people know that there's another show that's going on and it's amazing. You guys need to check them out. And as much as we love to promote ourselves to like other people, I'd love to like be able to like support each and every one of my friends. So that's one of the big things that
I
we
appreciate
do.
that, Frank and Clown. Cheers for that.
We do. We really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Like for the most part, I feel that the word support comes in different forms, and I feel that it's honestly one of the most underrated things you could do for another person.
It is. And it should, I mean, the thing is, the support should come from a selfless place. Like I said, it could be something that matters to you. I still want to hear about it if you want to talk about it, especially if it's bothering you, because it matters to you. It doesn't matter if it matters to me. It matters that it's bothering you.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what we were talking about before the show. It's being able to have a conversation as humans, as, you know, people, to be able to talk our either differences, or if there's somebody you just need as a sounding board. It's always nice, because honestly, I mean, like me and Frank have done like mental health awareness month, like what, 2 years in a row now, and to us, it's something, you know, we've gone through our own trials and our own crap, and we've come out on the other side, luckily. But there are some that just because they didn't have just somebody to listen, not even to say anything back or anything, just to listen, and just because they were missing that little bit, they were, you know, something happened, and, you know, things go south at that point. So, you know, it's always nice to have that safety net, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, the support
But
system.
I'm learning as well, you know, like I can be pretty big-headed sometimes, and yeah, I just want to help as much as I can, and sometimes I make mistakes and stuff, but I really want to help people.
I've
At the
made
end of the
mistakes.
day.
I've been rock bottom before, partially because of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Well,
lost
that's
my
part of
son,
being
I was
human,
in a
though.
bad place. I was in a bad place after my son died, and it changed the way I viewed the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it became like I mean, it didn't matter. I did do counseling for a while officially, but unofficially, I was a counselor anyway already for my family and friends. It had been that way since as long as I can remember. I was the protector in high school. I protected the people that needed it. That's just what I've done.
Mm-hmm. So, like, that being said, do you guys want to promote your channel? Or the channel and your
Tuna-
show?
ahead, Tin.
Yeah, Tuna is really good at this. Double duty Tuna.
I'm really good at what?
Promoting.
Mouth.
I'm like,
He said
I
said
am?
mouth hugs before that, but yeah.
Oh, I'm really good at
promoting.
mouth hugs.
Yeah.
Go to Hogart's
Best mouth
Yogurts.
hug in the world.
Hogets yogurts, kid. Yeah. So it's on an advocate. I always want to call it an advocacy,
An advocacy for
Guys,
liberty.
we always use it up. That's
but it's an Advocate for Liberty's YouTube channel. You can catch it. Have we changed the time, or is it still 12 a.m. at night?
still 12
fucking I
a.m.
should
for
be
now.
sleeping?
It might flex a little bit if as things go to try and make it more available for more people. But currently, it's at that time. We'll keep it there for a little while longer until we figure out a time slot that works best for most people.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
It's all about adapting. That's the way life should work.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is life. I mean, as humans, as a species, that's why we've thrived, is because we're very adaptable. We've, like, I know this sounds contradictory, but I do feel like as a society we haven't cared for adapting in a long time, and we do really need to learn to just be able.
I mean,
to,
there might be. I mean, there's probably going to be some content with some. I'm thinking about doing some DIY videos, not talking about DIY like you're doing, but DIY like things you can do around your house or different types of gardening
Things you
things
do
and
while
stuff
you're quarantined.
while you're in quarantine. I mean,
Yeah.
things that'll keep you busy. I mean, like one of the things is I'm gonna probably be making dandelion wine soon.
Bless
Might
you,
start
whoever that
recommending
is.
Sorry.
Anyway, so that being said, we're gonna move on to another segment on another thing, which we want to call conspiracy theories. Yeah, this time we don't need to heat.
Now we want going
what?
straight up tinfoil. We're gonna start with the like stuff that actually makes sense.
We don't need to heat that. No, I'm kidding. But like,
He's got a
Why is there a
lighter.
lighter in your room? You like candles?
no, because
He lights
You know.
incense. What are you talking about?
I'm
Smoking
not
the
gonna
devil's
say.
lettuce.
No,
He is in
It's-
Canada.
for shed
It's
time
an
duties.
arsonist.
For shed time duties.
I can't imagine Frank as an arsonist.
I'm
You just
Really?
see him like set something on fire
He's
and
like,
giggling
really,
away.
really, bro? Like,
He would be sitting there and he'd get caught because he'd want to watch it and laugh. And
Yeah,
watch
he
it.
just
You-
sit there laughing at it, and it's like, okay.
Do you really imagine like an Asian guy being an arsonist? Like, I mean, I know I like flaming people. By flaming, I like, you know,
He likes
if
flaming
they
people.
like-
now the time to plug his line.
yeah. Oh, not that line, but like sometimes I like flaming people, but like sometimes, you know, come on, man, it's for shed
yikes,
time
bro.
duties.
Okay, so we're going into conspiracies. A current conspiracy is: would Frank light something
He's a
on fire,
Myro.
or has he lit things on
Name
fire
a few
before?
people he'd like to light on fire.
Hey.
Hey,
Do I make you hot, Frank? Do
Come
I?
on, baby.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Why do I
Uh,
have to be the sacrifice again for this
Fire,
girl?
fire, fire. Fire,
So
fire.
let's jump to like the easy ones, and then
babies.
we'll
Save
we'll
the
go to
babies.
we'll go to the harder ones and
that is
towards the end of the
scary.
show. Okay,
That's
take
what
it
you-
away, Tuna.
Did we really land on the moon, Tim?
You know what? You know, if you'd asked me this 6 months ago, I'd say 99% yes. Now I kind of wonder. I've seen so many discrepancies where it makes me really wonder. Some of these conspiracy theories that come out since this virus hit actually do make sense if you watch it, because it doesn't make sense if you actually line everything up. And I
Who
never had that
really-
much time to think.
Who
Like-
really killed Kennedy?
Like, okay, on the moon
He's the
thing,
magic bullet.
it's like there's a documentation that we quote unquote landed, right? But then all the previous travels, we have not heard anything about it. Now, granted, we know US wants to get rich again, and they're exploring uranium and moon because, you know, it's rich in uranium. But like in that essence, like, I kind of doubt that we actually landed on the moon now. I don't know.
Think about it. With so many different things they've done, there's a lot of weird things, and we were fighting with trying to get there before the Soviets. All of a sudden, we jump ahead of them. We made it to the moon. Is it possible they made this video in a studio? It actually is.
My
very
opinion
possible.
on the matter is there's a couple of things that are a bit sus. Like obviously the flag moving in the wind when there's no gravity in space. I believe yes, we've been to space obviously because we've got satellite technology that, you know, GPS. And,
But do we?
Mm-hmm.
wow.
See? Yeah, it's a slippery slope right there.
Have you ever watched
I
the Truman Show?
I-
I mean, honestly,
I do think we have satellite technology, but I think, especially because if you know a bit about rockets, Russia has far superior rockets compared to America,
Mhm.
and just seeing America land on the moon before Russia is a bit sus.
There's where
I sus.
Well, see, like-
suspicious. Okay.
okay,
If
like
anyone
what-
doesn't know.
Like the ideas I've heard on that fact is the fact that like technology has progressed quite tremendously over the last it's been 50 years now at this point.
China.
And
tremendous.
to think of like they make it seem like space travel is a lot more difficult now versus back then when they basically seriously just stuck like a microwave into a ship.
Going
It's
on
a
a
little bit, yeah.
big
I
old
think
rocket
it's
ship.
entirely possible today, but I think it's a bit suspicious that, you know,
It's a bit
they
sus.
landed on the moon.
Hey, Red Bull made it to
And
the ozone.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Okay,
I
back then,
I
one thing, but I actually have a cousin that actually got paid to go to college in California for NASA. She went out there with the plans of becoming an astronaut. She came back weeks later for a vacation and said, "I wouldn't get in one of those death traps if you paid me all the money in the world." And that makes me even more sus when it comes to that situation.
especially because it was so long ago. You know.
Well, I mean, it was a
Yeah.
death trap back then too, though, because I mean,
Yeah, but the thing is, with the way it comes back in, your instruments do not work when you're going through that. Imagine
yeah, I mean, you're
going
just
in
a falling rock at that point.
and somehow they managed to go through the atmosphere and come back through and survive back then with just a plain old rocket.
Okay, so Tuna, take it away for your second one because
It's the Tang, dude. It's the Tang.
it's the time.
Oh, Tang's good.
Who really killed Kennedy?
Mr. Bean.
Tuna.
It wasn't me.
It was Frank.
All right.
You could read about
Who
it
wanted
in
to
his
say that?
8chan group.
Who
Who really killed Kennedy?
I think it was the CIA, to be honest. And I'm
It
going
would
full
make
retard
sense.
with this one.
Honestly, it's very possible.
There was a lot of things Kennedy wanted to do. He wanted to, you know, really shake up the world banks and stuff. He wanted to mess with a lot of powerful people, and you know,
What's everybody
I think
think about Lincoln? Did Booth work on his own?
It
or
was a
is that actually-
supermodel.
Yeah. Does that? I mean, he just got finished abolishing slavery.
Well, yeah, I mean, those were
That's the
those
only reason
two
he died?
those two assassinations, because in the end they were assassinations. They were based on just heavy radical thinking, radical ideologies being changed, and
Yep.
very turmoiled times, honestly. And I mean, again,
And I
we've
mean-
gotten so complacent that you think about stuff like that and you're like, yeah, we can't really bitch that our Wi-Fi
And I
isn't
mean,
working.
we sit by why America overthrows governments all the time, and like it's even happened in Australia with Britain and the USA overthrowing Gough Whitlam. He wanted to create a republic in Australia. He wanted to
he wanted to end the Cold War, right?
Yep,
That was one
he
of
did a lot. He did a lot of great things to the company. He
Cuban Missile
invented
Crisis.
Medibank, which became Medicare, which was our public health system, and stuff like that. You know, and he really shook up the government, and he had a lot of revolutionary ideas. And
Did
look what
Hitler
happened
really
to
kill
him.
himself?
He got ousted by the.
He's living in Argentina. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, did he really kill himself? Was he assassinated, or is it a fake death? I mean, these
Uh,
are all possibilities.
I transferred him to Macedonia.
Oh, okay. Now we know the answer.
Frank was behind all of these conspiracies. You guys don't know it, but Frank
We're trying not to
is
say
a
it. We're
time
afraid
traveling vampire that doesn't age.
So he's like that show 1963 or 19. Is it 1961 or 1963?
But instead of a bat, he turns into an emu, don't you, Frank?
No, he
Yeah.
turns into a moose. That's how you get a flying moose.
A flying moose.
Whatever you
Flying
want to
moose.
believe in, buddy.
Government. Mitch just said the U.S. government killed Kennedy and MLK. What about Robert Kennedy? Who killed Robert Kennedy? Mitch Hogart. Huh? You think you
there's
know
a
everything,
theory on
don't you?
that. There is a large going theory on that he's not dead. There's someone
Who?
that looks like him. Because
Who's not dead?
Robert. That he is not dead because he was friends with Trump, and in almost every Trump rally or get together, you see someone in the crowd that looks just like him.
So Robert Kraft?
Suspect.
Okay, not as like radical as a conspiracy, and I know there are some people that probably don't really necessarily care, but do you guys believe that the current Paul McCartney isn't the original Paul McCartney from the first Beatles album?
Yes.
You have ever heard that one?
Yeah,
I have
I've heard that one.
No, I haven't actually.
Wait,
Mhm.
for real?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never heard that.
You didn't kind of like, or no one spilled the beans that he was quote unquote clone?
Not even.
Wow.
Like, they got
Clone a sheep,
You
you can
guys
clone a
love your
human.
conspiracy
they,
theories.
they got rid of the guy and then hired somebody else because they could mold him a lot easier than Paul McCartney because he wouldn't
They
like
got
really.
someone to look like it.
Mm-hmm.
And could
Are they
say
turning the frogs gay?
Hmm. Does
You're gonna
anyone-
save the babies.
well, it comes into the Elvis being dead, or whether or not he just wanted to retire and was afraid he couldn't do it without being hidden. Same with Michael Jackson.
Okay,
Same theory.
so from chat, the Long Road Ohm says does anyone on the panel believe that harp
Yep.
that harp can manipulate weather conditions and perhaps maybe a possible cause of
Okay.
all the strange
I've
noises
got a
we hear in the
really
skies?
cool story to go with this. Okay.
Shit, here we
When I
go.
was going through my depression, I wound up going in the hospital for a while. I had to. And I actually had a conversation with someone who shouldn't have been with us in the waiting area because they were actually considered dangerous. They were
Mhm.
really theoretically thought that there was something going on there. So I did some thinking, and designing and thinking about it. And it is possible that if you had enough power, you could control the weather. It would not be, it is theoretically possible. You could control weather conditions and cause major catastrophes. It's not impossible.
I did it in Red Alert 2 as well.
Yeah, I love Red Alert too.
But
I used to control all shit.
We will bury them.
So that is a good question. Do I believe it? I don't know.
Because I mean, there's also a conspiracy theory that a lot of there are some quote unquote towers, towers that controls weather,
Well,
and I was like,
That
If you
sounds
generate,
straight out of
like-
the Truman Show.
Well, when you think about it, there's countries out there that have unlimited budget and a black budget, and obviously a lot of more things are capable that are in the realm of science fiction than you think.
Well, even though China doesn't have an unlimited budget as much as some places do, they have an unlimited cheap workforce to get stuff done and resources.
That's right. Yeah.
okay. I have a question for everyone in the show and everyone in chat. And by any means, I respect everyone's opinion, but I just want to hear everyone's answer.
Yep.
Free will or predestination?
I think it's a combination of both, to be honest. I'm going to sit on the sense of that.
I'm
I
kinda
think-
after that.
With my beliefs, I believe you're predestined for something to happen, but what you choose to how you react is the free will.
There are many things in my life that have proven that I should be dead. I should have died, and I'm not. Like for my heart stent when I had that put in, I walked away 3 days with a 90% blockage in my widowmaker while doing heavy labor for one, and that's just one of a few. There's no way that medically they can explain why I was still alive, because you have 5 minutes to get to the hospital typically, or you're dead with a widowmaker or less. And I went 3 days while doing heavy labor, and they couldn't even find it on an EKG. So explain why I'm still here, because I don't know.
Okay. Take it away, clown.
I'm more into like that. Like it's kind of like what Mr. Modi said. It's the whole thing of. It's kind of like a multiverse type thing. Like have you ever seen DC's 2 universes? I think it was called. It's like where if you make one decision, it branches off into a different multiverse where one action happens or a different action happens, and it just starts branching and it turns into this giant thing. But I do think there is always a destiny. It's just more on what choice you made to lead you to that path. Because I mean, in the end, life is that. It's just all your choices lead you to a certain path or another one. I mean, I'm where I'm at just based on just some choices, but who knows if it was actually meant to be, or because I mean, there's even the power of suggestion where you could start believing a certain thing based on who you're surrounded by, who your influences are. So it plays into a lot of different things. It just gets really complicated, and you're making my head hurt a little. And I would need to like shed time.
I'm glad I'm glad you understand what I meant.
Yeah, I need to shed time
'Cause I
really
didn't
hard to
really-
get
I
into this
didn't-
conversation, and it's been a couple of years for me on
I
that
didn't
one.
really explain it too well, but
No, I knew what you
Yeah.
meant. I knew what you meant.
How about take it away, Tuna?
Well, when I was a kid, no, I'm kidding.
You were.
I believe the choices you make and the
When I was a baby fish.
They actually just pulled him out of a cabbage patch like that.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
who me?
Yes, you.
You call me a Cabbage Patch doll?
Mm-hmm.
All of your memories to this point were implanted.
I believe we all live in the Matrix and everything is a lie.
Are you
See-
sure that isn't true?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like
well,
seriously.
statistically, when you want to think about it, it's more likely we're in a simulation than real reality.
I can't
Well, okay.
watch that kind of shit. Like when I get stoned, I'll watch that shit and my anxiety will just keep going up.
Okay.
Like I know it's a lot more apparent, but in just getting into the full conspiracy thing, but our own like society is created to make you believe a certain way, to look at things a certain way, and it's up to you whether you're willing to look through that and try to explore beyond it, or just live in it and be okay with it. Thoughts?
Okay. So quickly, just to touch on this topic.
Tuna comes from a cat.
Wow.
And I come from Narnia. What is this?
Narnia, man.
Comes from a can. He was put
I
there
looked
by a
at chat and that
man.
made me lose it. Oh my god.
In a
Yeah, I
factory downtown. Come on, Mitch. I want to keep saying it. Let's go.
Good song. Good song.
In a factory
Cassie,
downtown.
Lady Liberty.
No, but-
singing that.
To be honest, like, okay, and this is not so reliable source, right? But it's kind of like a mixture of my answer to Tim's answer, right? So I believe that it's a mixture of both as well, and that you have and this is the unreliable answer. Has anyone watched The Flash at all?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The TV show or the
TV show and the
Oh, the show.
Or
Yeah.
just follow
There's
the comics
TV
in
show or
general.
series. Yep, or the comics as well. So you have like
alternate timelines.
Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4, blah, 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 99.
Infinite level and
And
choice changes it.
Seriously,
like-
go watch that the DC of Two Universes or whatever. That is
I
such
wanna
a
check
good.
that out.
It's such
Yeah.
a good one,
You
dude.
told me.
Am I the
really
only one
wanna
that
check
actually
out.
like will purposely make a choice that I wouldn't normally make just to fuck things up in case it's real?
yeah, and then you can like
Gotcha.
yeah, that's only you.
and you could just be the Flash and go back in time and like but in some way and some form I feel that it's a mixture of both, because let's say for example you are predestined to like some stuff, right? And this is like also what Rolf McGruff said in chat, which I also like. There's some paths, or there are many paths to the same destination, right? So, like, let's say, for example, like, if you didn't have free will, then everyone's just like stuck in that same universe. Whereas if you have free will, you can just do whatever you like and not go anywhere else.
Well, I mean, without free
So-
will, there wouldn't be progression. And I mean,
Right.
that's the thing, because within like at least us as part of this planet and the species that we are, we're dominant because we were able to take that free will and go beyond our limitations.
I'm fairly certain that if there's like a controlling factor that's trying to control me, that I really mess with their plans quite often on purpose.
Oh yeah, 99%, 99.9% actually. Now,
So, can I expand on what I want to say
yes,
about this topic? So,
yes,
I'm a huge believer in karma, so in a way, things are predetermined by your actions. But I think how you react and how you treat people determines the outcome of what that karma does to you.
Okay, that being said, we'll extend for like just 5 minutes longer.
See, he just made a choice right there. We could have ended
free
the
will,
show
man.
5 minutes ago, and then free will just
Was
made a
it
choice.
predestined or was it a willing choice?
It was a willing choice. It was predestined to end right now, but like it's a free
Prepubescent?
choice.
What?
Yeah.
Prepubescent. Okay, on the whole prepubescent thing, I have a 20-year-old coworker.
Yep.
I have a 20-year-old coworker, and we were talking about facial hair, and he's like, yeah, I can't grow my pubes here. I was like, well, yeah, it is pubic hair, and it dawned on him that it was pubic hair because you get it at puberty. It's like, dude, you're so young and stupid.
So that being said, any last conspiracy theories that you guys want to discuss?
Yeah.
I just have who's better, Alex Jones or Edward Snowden. Which one is better?
Dude,
Edward
Alex
Snowden.
Jones. Alex Jones is a great laugh. I'm sorry. I don't know much about Snowden.
Alex Jones is great for humor, but if you want to take Edward Snowden, he did
Now,
a
do you think
revolutionary
he should be vilified
act
for
of-
what he did?
I want to add a
No,
third.
he
Let's
shouldn't.
add Mo
He
D to
should.
this. I think Mo is much funnier than both of them.
He
Yes.
he did a revolutionary act, like the saying from George Orwell, in times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And I think people really need transparency in government and in corporations. I think he did a revolutionary act, and I'm surprised people don't care about it more. I know what he said, it doesn't change that the government's doing it, and you can't stop the government from doing it, but I think it's good for the people to know. I think he is a hero, and he deserves a fucking medal.
By the way,
In
if
my
it's
opinion.
government controlling us, we are all going to be screwed after this show.
I
We're all
think
screwed anyway.
We're too
Yeah.
small.
Hi,
It's kind
US.
of like
Hi, Australia.
what is it? You remember when?
Get
Like,
out.
Canada.
ACO.
What up?
you remember a while back
gonna say what?
where they said that they were looking at us through our cameras and stuff like that. Do you guys remember that at all?
Well,
Can't-
yeah, Frank is calling me all the time. He's looking at me through Teletubbies.
No, I know, but I meant more like the government. Like they were spying on us and stuff, and
Are
all
you-
these people started freaking out.
If you
wanna
want to
who's
know,
correct?
if you
When I
want
lived
to
in
know
Australia.
more about what the government does, research a thing called PRISM.
Oh
Back-
yeah,
Back
Oh,
when I
yeah.
lived in
Today,
New York,
yeah.
and this is decades ago.
First of all, if you have a phone,
We saw things flying around that didn't make sense. I think that has been happening right along. I really
Yeah.
believe that.
Mm.
I just want to say
Dude.
something. If you have a phone, the government's listening to you regardless.
Yeah.
If you have a phone,
Yeah.
a webcam, a friggin'
By the way,
anything,
and
anything,
one
they're gonna
vote.
listen to you regardless. Especially if you have a fucking Apple, you're fucked.
Hey,
Like,
And
Canada, you
recently,
suck. By the way.
no. Here's my
and-
whole thing with like, if they're spying on you and you're doing shit you shouldn't supposed to, then fucking freak out, I guess. But if you're kind of just living your life, then what the fuck you got to freak out about? What are they really gonna do at that point? In all honesty.
That-
yeah, like
one
my
vote
wife
on
always, like she has an Alexa, and my wife always, I'm like, dude, will you shut that thing off? Like
You
every
know,
time,
we
like somebody
want
talks,
that
they say
privacy.
something.
We won that privacy thing by one vote. One
Yep.
vote.
And,
And,
she's like, if the
that's
government
scary.
wanted to get you, they'd get you. They would already have you.
Oh, they're already
Yeah.
doing it. I guarantee it. But this way here, they can make it legal. But one vote, does that scare anyone else? Because that actually is
Yeah,
a lot
it
closer
does.
than that.
Okay,
And
here's the thing:
obviously,
whether
I-
they pass a law or not, does it really make a difference?
It makes a difference.
No,
if they
no,
use
it
against
doesn't.
you in real court.
I
That's
know,
the
but they're still gonna do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, I'm sorry.
yeah, they're
but
gonna
that's-
do what they want,
it
but
is.
if obviously they're doing this so that they think they're morally right, and obviously the government should feel some guilt for what they do.
Mhm.
And them passing all these laws are just justifying it. There's means to an end. That's why I think, yeah. And I
Anybody
think
here ever played Metal Gear
Edward
Solid?
Snowden said something that really is pretty cool. He said, saying that you don't care about people monitoring you is because you're not doing anything wrong. It's like saying you don't believe in freedom of speech because you got nothing to say. It's the same kind of thing. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I want people to have the freedom to not be
Paranoid.
controlled. You know,
You're gonna be controlled either way. I'm sorry, dude, but I do believe we're massively
The premise of Metal
controlled.
Gear Solid is that the government is all puppets. They're controlled by
Oh,
organizations.
for sure.
And the theory behind that makes a lot of sense with a lot of weird things that have happened in the past.
Yeah.
Just
I think it's inevitable that we will become more and more controlled as time comes on.
look at
I
us
just
right now.
think I just want the world to know that it's happening and people should, know about it. I'm not saying that, there's anything we can do about it, and it's pretty sad to admit that, but I think people should know what's going
just in
on.
case anyone missed that, Tuna just admitted to watching gay porn. He's getting upset because he's worried that the government's going to hold that against him.
Oh,
But the only thing
Yeah.
he's going to hold against you is going to make you happy, brother.
I think
hell
Mitch could lock eyes with the FBI agent while he's just like Clown said.
I would
Stare at
do
him
it.
while you're doing it. Just lock eyes and just straight. What's up, bro?
Hey, that's what's up. Anyway,
Even give
so
him
we're
like come
coming-
here look. Give him a come
Yeah.
here look.
Yep.
Or a happy ending.
I should have
Give him a
worn a
happy
wig
ending right to him. There you go.
I didn't know you were going to talk about this, guys.
I will say, Addy Tooney, you're late.
Wow.
Addie Tooney.
I expect him
Thank
at
you.
45 after the hour, not at like almost the show.
Hey, man.
Love you, Eddie. Thank you for coming on, man.
I love Addy,
Everybody.
Addy, man. You
He's
just
an awesome
throw-
dude.
You got after you and Daytime Frank just throw shade at him last week, man.
I did
My,
not
shout out
throw
to the
shit
other
at him.
I just want to say something. I want to thank you guys because this has probably been the most interesting vape show I've been a guest of. We talked about some real varied topics. I know I went a bit full retard on the last topic, but thank you guys because I really enjoyed myself and I really respect both of you and what you're doing. Thank you guys. Love you both.
He doesn't respect Tuna for what we do in Wolfbite. Wow. You just threw a shade on Tuna, man.
Wow.
No, I respect Tuna as well.
So,
But Addie Tooney, thank you for being here.
Addie Tooney, thank
when
you
I
for
gave
being
that
here.
shout out on my Twitter for everybody, you were the inspiration. I was watching you in the show, and I actually put it out there for thanking everybody. I can't thank everybody in one tweet. It's just no room for it all. The people have helped out since it started, but he was the inspiration for that tweet because he has done a lot. He's in a lot of places and does a lot of things.
dude, I love Addy, man. Even if Clown and Daytime Frank said he's the pipette man still, but
Hey, I said more
love him.
power to him because I am not willing to do that. I mean, the dude loves his pipettes. Let him have his pipettes.
Yeah.
Just
That
mixing
being
like that
said-
is. I came into mixing as a spoiled bitch because I had syringes. It's kind of like
Sure.
a while back. Last year, I got my buddy at work into vaping because he was big into hookah, and he wanted to quit that. And I got him into vaping, and I had given him a recurve RDA, and he learned how to build it and stuff. And he's like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then I started sending him old Jenny Tank videos and stuff like that. He's like, this is what people used to do. I was like, yeah, you're a spoiled bitch. Don't bitch about anything. And so you
Spoiled
fucking have
Addy.
Some of
to.
the old Kangaroo tanks and stuff.
Oh yeah,
You guys quit with that.
Silikowicz.
The people that quit with that, I have nothing but praise for anyone who managed to quit with those.
Dude, my first vape was an EVOD tank with with a EVOD battery. Oh my god, those things were horrible.
Hey, and that being said, dude, and Tim, an advocate for liberty, Mo, and I was going to say Tuna, but like I forgot that he's both a guest and a host of the
Say
show.
half
But yeah,
of tuna.
half of tuna. Just the tail or
Which half do we
just the
get?
head?
Which half do we get?
You do them down the line. No,
Just the
down the middle.
genitals.
Down the middle.
So currently, like tuna's a merman right now, but that being said, thank you guys for being on the show with us. I enjoy hanging around with you, and I respect. And I just want to say I'm stealing this freaking tagline from Rescued. We like you and we love you. So yeah. That being said, take it away, Mo. If there's anything you want to promote.
Okay. You can follow me at Modified Mind and Body, or you can message me on Discord, Modified Mind. Love to hear from you. If you ever want to talk, I'm there for you. Whatever topic, I love talking to people. And I'm a part of the Bearded Villains, which is a beard club that focuses on charity.
I want my patch, mate.
Yeah, you're getting your patch. It's express. It's getting shipped out in a couple of days. So if you want to follow what my chapter's been doing, because it's a worldwide group, at Bearded Villains Western Australia, see what we're doing and what we're up to. Check it out.
Do you need to have a beard to be in Bearded Villains?
Yeah, you
Frank's
do.
the only one that can't make
That's
it.
be at least 4 inches.
Yeah, no, 4 centimeters.
4 centimeters. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
That
yeah.
that
Yeah.
Do that in a week.
Wait, Mo, do you have 4 centimeters? What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, some of the stuff we've recently done, we did a collaboration patch with Perth Homeless Support Group, which is a local charity that helped homeless in Perth. We raised $900 for them, and that's going straight into buying winter coats and beanies and socks and stuff like that to help people because it's winter in Australia at the moment. So yeah, that's some of the stuff we do. It's a worldwide thing. Yeah, with I think about 250 chapters. But another shout out I want to do is to the Vaping Misfits. Huge inspiration to me. I'm so inspired by Chris. I'm so inspired by all the other guys. They are fucking fantastic. Excellent people.
Hell yeah.
Support them as much as you can. Yeah. But that's all.
Pass it on.
Yep.
Pass it on.
Go ahead, Tuna. You wanna promote?
Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Links are in the description. Storm Report podcast, followed on Anchor. We're now on iHeartRadio. We just got accepted today to be on iHeartRadio. So we're on a whole bunch of major platforms. You can listen to us. We're supposed to be recording one today. I don't know. Is that still going to happen?
It can. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's happening. Yeah, links are in the description. Just follow me. Clown?
I'll let Tim go.
Okay. Tim?
All right. We have the Modified Liberty Eye of the Storm on Saturday night, Sunday morning, depending on how you look at it. It's technically Sunday morning. It's 12 a.m. It's midnight. Eastern Standard Time. We already described what we do this show. It's kind of, it will go with the flow of what's going on. We will have an agenda, but necessarily we don't mind if we jump off the agenda if it's necessary. And we're doing a trial on Sundays at 2 p.m. ish. We might flex that a little bit more, but to see about getting some more people involved in the U.S. because during the midnight time slot, obviously a lot of people can't make it. So that show is just about mental advocacy for mental illness and issues you might be having. That's focused solely on that, not vape at all at this point. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, an advocate for liberty on Twitter. I always post updates with anything to do with vape related. that's open for other things too. If anyone has anything else they're worried about for liberty being taken away or freedom being taken away, let me know. I'll make sure.
Freedom.
I mean, Addy Tooney, I mean, is another person to follow for that as well. I just want to give him a shout out because he's actually he's very good with links and stuff. I get a lot of links from him. So that said, because he was trying to be so pushy, I would like to actually throw it to Frank. That way that, KVTV can go last.
Wait, so you follow me and I don't follow you, by the way.
Yeah, I know, you're not very nice.
You don't follow me either, you dirtbag.
I do.
Actually,
Not you. I'm talking about Tim.
I don't?
No, dirtbag.
Oh my god.
I do.
Wait. Wait,
Children.
Sean, you go first. I need to research on this.
I know that Frank did start following me on Instagram, even though I hardly do.
Oh wait,
He just wanted to see dick pics. That's why he started following you on Instagram.
wait. So I follow you on Instagram, but I don't follow you on Twitter. I just did. Okay, I just did.
Wow.
So-
Hey, don't do that. Mitch will get jealous.
Him and the
And that
FBI
being-
guy that's staring at
What
him.
kind of tip it'll spit back at you?
Yeah. That being said, you're getting your liberty taken off today, man. So I'm just kidding. But that being said, Frank Wolfbite on Twitter and Instagram, and as well as for another Instagram link, we have Wolfbite Live. So if you want to, see some awesome memes made by me, which are not awesome, by the way. Today's meme was like a lazy ass meme, to be honest. But it was amusing because we got an Australian in the house, man. But that being said, thank you guys for being on the show, and as well as thank you for everyone who tuned in, as well as if you don't know, and I know 80% of you don't know about this, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you can actually sub to your favorite streamers, and you can sub to Crimea Jade Plays every now and then for a month for free. Isn't that amusing? But like that being said, again, if you need anyone to talk to as well, my DMs are always open, and I try to at least spread the kindness every now and then to everyone who needs it. So DMs are always open. Also, I always forgot to plug this. By the way, we have our channel Discord. So that being said, if you want any links, or not any links, but we have a small growing community. So it's our humble community. It doesn't have to, you guys don't have to be obliged to actually join this community, but it would be awesome for everyone to be part of the community. So if you have any time, Discord is linked on the chat right now, so feel free to press that button and be part of this awesome community that we're just small, we're just humble. So yeah, take it away, clown.
Alrighty. Yeah, so go check me out over at the Vaping with the Ohmies channel on Mondays. We got all sorts of things going on. Very excited about this current season going into it. We do have the DIY thing going, which I'm excited about that. And I've been seriously working on the recipe challenge that they gave me this past week. So we'll see how that goes. And what else? Go check out Patreon. I do have a Patreon if you guys want to help the channel out in any monetary way. Every last bit is appreciated. And there is also Teespring if you guys want any KV swagger or Wolfbite swagger. I do have like shirts, hoodies, and all that. And Tuna normally wears the hoodie, but he ain't got the hoodie on right now. Like he's just reaching for it now because I said something.
They had it on just before the show, ironically. Must got
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look at that. I like that. Alrighty, so and then I do have kvtvshop.com if you guys want any coils or juice that I make. I do have 4 new recipes I'm working on currently that will be posted here soon, hopefully, and you'll be able to try those out as well. And I'm most likely going to be running a Memorial Day sale for this coming weekend. I think it's going to be like a 15% off. Just check out my Instagram for that to see what the code will be and all that, because I've been working on that too. So yeah, I think that's it. Alrighty, cool. Thank you guys seriously for coming on the show. Much appreciate your time and all that kind of thing. And anything else other than goodbyes?
I'd like to thank you too, quickly, for the thumbnails you made for us, for both of our shows. I mean, they turned out much better than my hodgepodge 5-minute made as quick as I could, trying to get them to work together thing. What you did for us is great. Anybody who checks out the
Appreciate it, clown.
Thank you, Clown. Thank you very much.
Hey Tim.
I like playing on Photoshop.
Hey Tim. We already know you like quickies anyway, so.
Oh yeah, always. I'm always up for a quickie.
Alrighty, so thank you everybody for being here with us and all that jazz, and we'll check you guys out next week. Bam! What's it? Vape on Legends?
Vape on Legends.